Hey, what's up everyone, TJ here. In this video, I'm reviewing the Korua Otto in collaboration with Snowboard Magazine. Let's get into it. Alright, and real quick for your reference, I'm 5'10", I weigh 155 pounds, and I tested this snowboard in size 153. Now this is going to be the most twinish and has the most tail of any snowboard on the Korua lineup, and they classify it as a freestyle carving snowboard. It does still have a slightly directional design though, so you're going to get a bit of a directional outline with a little bit more nose up front, as well as a 10mm setback at the reference stance. So those are really the only directional features in this snowboard. It does feel very twinish on hard pack. It rides switch very well, but does have a little bit of a benefit to help you out in deeper snow conditions and enhance that carving experience a little bit. It doesn't have any taper in the design. The nose is the same width as the tail. You are going to get a camber dominant profile on the snowboard as well. It's pretty much full traditional camber, so it does have that more energetic, precise feel that you would expect, but it does have a slight reverse camber blend going into the nose to smooth out turn initiation and perhaps give you another small benefit in softer snow conditions. Other than that, it does run a biax fiberglass layup, so it's a little bit more playful torsionally, makes it a little bit easier to control and have a little bit more of a fine-tuned feel in the terrain park. And it does run a sintered 3000 base as well. So that's a higher end base material that's known to be tougher and faster versus an extruded base. And as with any sintered base, you do want to make sure to wax this board regularly to maintain that optimal feel throughout the season. And that's it for a quick tech breakdown on the Otto. Let's jump into how this board feels around the mountain. Alright, and let's start the review talking about the flex you're going to find in this snowboard. So I found this board to have a nice, versatile, medium flex that has well-rounded stability and a springy, energetic feel to it. It's an approachable board, but still has solid support for dipping into the park and exploring the rest of the resort as well. I had a lot of fun feeling the flex out on this board with some butters, and I think you're going to find that the Otto comes through with a pressy but still snappy feel. It's comfortable getting into a nose or tail press. It's not really hooky or catchy, and is a great time out there getting creative with ground tricks, swiveling around on the snow, using the pop, and just being a little more playful with your riding. If you're the type of rider that enjoys making the most of flat sections, rollers, side hits, or really just anything that catches your eye, I think you're going to enjoy what the Otto brings to the table and playing around with ground tricks and just doing some butters on this thing. That's something I do with every board I test to feel out the flex, and the Otto was a lot of fun for that stuff. It's a solid board for some park laps as well. It's a good all-arounder in there. It feels good on the jibs, you can press it, and working on more techie tricks is definitely still in the wheelhouse, but it still has the stability to hold it down on the jump line. I was cruising around the medium line at Copper on this thing and found that it has a very natural feel for whatever feature you're trying to hit, and it rides switch good as well. You don't really notice that 10 mils of taper in that directional outline. They don't really get in your way, and this thing is a lot of fun for just generally riding with a freestyle approach, both in the park and as you're out there exploring. And with this being a board from Korua, you know it's going to be a pleasure to cruise and carve with as well. It's not a charger, but it does come through with a more exciting feel than your typical park twin. At size 153, you're going to get a 25.5 centimeter waist, which is pretty average for a freestyle focused board, as well as an 8.1 meter side cut. Now that side cut leans a little to the longer side, sending you into slightly longer, more drawn out carves, and maintains a comfortable feel as you start to push the board a little bit. There's not really any noticeable chatter in the nose when you let this thing loose and start to bomb some hills. And the Otto is definitely capable of diving into some carves as well. So it's a fun one for just enjoying the groomers, getting out there and exploring and really having fun with your carves. This thing is very capable out there. Also, with the shape and the setback that you get in this thing, it does offer more of a benefit in soft snow than your standard park board, but still retains a very twinish feel overall. Overall, the Otto is a great do-it-all snowboard for the freestyle focused rider. It's fun for buttering around, it feels good in the park, it holds a solid edge, and still comes through with some good pop as well. It's a unique snowboard that is really approachable for pretty much anyone out there. So if you're looking for a very versatile twinish snowboard that is freestyle friendly but has something in the design to help you out cruising the resort, maybe dipping into the powder, exploring a little bit, but is freestyle first, consider the Korua Otto. I'm gonna have this board linked down in the description below this video so it's easy for you to find, as well as a link to the latest issue of Snowboard Magazine. So please make sure to go check that out. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching this video today. Let me know what you think about the Otto down in the comments, or if you have any questions for me. And if you got some value, please make sure to drop a like before you leave. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and I will see you in a new review next time. Later, guys.